What is up, Sweet Pete? Mr. Teacher here. So you want to be a teacher? Well, try this. After working as an LTO, which is a contract position, essentially the teacher retired, who I replaced, and then next year, it is being turned into a 0.4 and a 0.6 LTO. More LTOs. It is not being turned into a permanent position. So 2 years wasted. But as an LTO and a supply teacher, you want to do extracurricular activities. You want to make yourself look good to potentially get full-time positions. Thus, every time I do these LTOs, every time I'm involved teaching at a school, I coach sports teams. Luckily, I'm athletic. I can play sports. I can coach. So I coached senior boys volleyball first semester. Guess what? We came home with a championship, #1. Let's go. And that was a big deal. Not only did I do that, I also organized a seminar bringing in 2 semi-professional volleyball players and having them do a kind of a seminar for our grades 6, 7, and 8, our junior and our senior volleyball players on the team, and if you tried out. So a lot of kids, we had 100, 200 kids. And we put on a great seminar. So, I've done stuff like that throughout the years. I did that this past year. So that goes by. Second semester, I'm coaching junior boys basketball. Okay. So when I needed the day off for senior boys volleyball first semester, about 2 weeks prior, I emailed the principals and I mentioned, hey, I need this day off, blah, blah, blah. And I was told, oh, it's too long away. Come to me maybe 2 days before and we'll figure it out. So what I did was, it was on a Thursday. I went the Friday and told them, and we worked it all out. And they put it in as a code. When you're absent as a teacher, you can input codes. You can't go tell your principal you're going to be absent, or else they're going to basically say no. You can't tell your principal you're going to be sick. Basically, what you have to do is you have to go online secretly and put in your absent code and then provide plans for the teacher, emails to the admin, to the principals, in your mailbox, on your desk, everything. So the second time around, I waited Friday and the game was the next Thursday. So first thing is, I was told, hey, I should have told them earlier about the game. Even though they know about it, it's on the announcements every day. Previously, when I went, I think 3 weeks before, sorry, I think I didn't say that correctly. When I went like 2-3 weeks before and let them know, they said, oh, come like 2 days before, like you can't come this early. And it was like 2 weeks before, that's it. So this time I came the week before, which I thought was enough time. I came on the Friday and I told them, and I said I hired a supply, and they freaked out. No, what? We have no funding. We have no money. You cannot go on any sporting events. There's no money. And like, I was in trouble. I was flustered. So essentially we had to race to the computer. We had to cancel my substitution teacher because someone took it right away. We had to then, I had to have a meeting with the principals, and I was told that there's no money. And unfortunately, this is what I was told. And my principal and vice principal were amazing. They helped me, they're supportive, and this is how any school would go. It ended up being my responsibility to figure out, on my spares, on my lunch prior to the tournament on the Thursday, I had to find teachers who would cover every period 1 through 8, that next Thursday, and my duty as well that day. So not only am I having work taken and extra time that I have to do on my spares and in my lunch leading up to this junior boys basketball game, going to teachers, emailing them, no one's responding. I'm like desperate at this point. It's the next week. It's Monday and I'm freaking out. And luckily I had this special lady, a woman, and there's some great teachers and great people out there, and there's some not. It's like every workplace. I had this wonderful lady say, "I can help you out, Peter." She was basically a special needs teacher in the school, but she was able to take like 6 of the periods. So I only had to get, I think, one more covered since I had to spare that day, and then my duty. So fortunately, I figured it out, and I only had to pay one period back and one 20-minute duty. But I shouldn't have had to spend any time. I should be allotted as spending twice a week for 3 months, every Tuesday and Thursday mornings, 7:30 a.m. was practice. I was up, 6 a.m. I live 2 cities away. I'm very far. So, being up early, it only took me like 45 minutes to get there, thankfully. But yeah. And I'm coaching, spending all that time. Then I'm going for a full day on a tournament where I have to already provide my plans, all the work to the teacher of what they're going to do that day to all my other classes. Then they throw that down on you. There's no more money. The school spent it all. Budget cuts, this and that. As the coach of the junior boys basketball team, I was responsible for covering my own absence that was a school absence. It was because I was putting in my time and effort. So what is the point as an LTO of coaching? What is the point of putting on these seminars? Yeah, of course, helping the youth, and that's why I do it. But I'm 41 years old. I've been a teacher since 2013. I have a master's of elementary education. I have a 4-year BA in social cultural anthropology. I have a 1-year liberal arts certificate. I've taught overseas. I've taught the international baccalaureate program, the IB program. I've taught private schools. I've taught the STEM program. I have taught with 2 of boards, Catholic and public, for several years. I still cannot get a permanent position. And in order to do so, I've got to be at the right school. There is no roadmap. There is no system that says, okay, get a supply job here, and then you will get permanent. The way it works is you supply, you start taking LTOs, long-term occasionals. They could be 11 days like one of mine last year. They could be a full year, as I was lucky to get last year. That's lucky. And an LTO, they pay you less than half the salary of the teachers right beside me who coached no sports teams, did no seminars, did nothing, didn't tutor math twice a week, doing OFIP tutoring like I did. I accidentally logged on to the computer trying to look at my money, my pay stubs, and it was another teacher. And I was like, this isn't right. But I had a glimpse, I saw. And they make over double. Their benefits are better. Their benefits last over the summer. My benefits are not very good. They are cut the last day of school. That's the last day you can use them. They don't start back up again unless you get another LTO, and it has to be at least 3 months. That's the kind of contract you have to get. So you're getting paid, honestly, and that's me being in the A3 pay scale, the second highest. And I was told if I got a master's, I would be in the A4. I was told if I got a 4-year BA, I did all this. And the OCT is telling me that because my university grades from 2002, the Spanish mark that I failed at Western University, since my grades aren't good at university, they're not putting me into A4. Even though at Teachers College, when I did my 2 years master's program, I was told, again, by professors, by people from the OCT, by teachers, when I was doing my student teaching, if you get an A average, you get into the A4 pay scale. So I worked my butt off. I got a 3.52 GPA. I got an A average in Teachers College. And I thought that would get me an A4. So I'm still not getting the highest pay. I still don't have any job security come September. I will have to supply, and luckily there's lots of openings from my experience, so I can get a lot of work. But what about benefits? So do you really want to be a teacher? Is this fair? I have so many experiences and so many stories. Just wait. If you hung on this long, subscribe. I'm going to have shorts, 30-second videos coming, acting out, things that the students do, and everything. It's insane. Teaching's insane. Do not become a teacher. All the best. I love all the great teachers out there. I'm one of them, but don't do it.